Thanksgiving of 2009. As usual, me and myself and my family are in New York City. Queens, to be specific. We're at a park. We're at a park. And there are some boys over there, younger boys than myself, who are laughing. I wonder why they're laughing. So I'm taking up a storm. They're laughing at me, mocking me, doing all the usual things people who make fun of people do, unfortunately. Whenever I'd go over them and say, "What's so funny?" they would blame it on, "Oh no, my friend told the joke," or whatever those kids would say. And I eventually got to the point where I would, I got a little angry and I said, "Come here," but I would twitch my head and they went, "Well, come here, come here." I was not very happy, and it was my really first experience with ignorance and unfortunately being made fun of. I have Tourette syndrome and coprolalia, and it stinks. And a classic, it's at its worst in middle school and high school when everyone tries to fit in. And you can't exactly fit in when you're doing this. I've been kicked out of many places, have caused plenty of commotion and fights, and it's all because of a lack of understanding and education. And yet, that's not what gets me down. I see the idea of Tourette syndrome as two extremes. One extreme, you can either crawl up into a ball, go to bed, cry yourself to sleep, and just hope that it magically goes away without really ever doing anything, without seeing people, and just be depressed about it. Or the other side, which would be laughing about it, making the best of a situation. We have a horrible disorder, doesn't mean we have to live horrible lives. I obviously chose the second one. I have developed, I'm not trying to brag, but I have developed a great attitude. I have a great sense of humor. And there's one line that I really want to share with everyone, which is, we can hide it, we can't hide it, we can't ignore it, but we can own it. I do so through my humor. Because I laugh at myself, others feel comfortable and laugh with me, not at me. I am their friend first, and the guy with TS second. I'd like to give a few examples, if I may. I'd like to give a few examples of how my humor kind of bested my Tourette's. They're pretty funny. If I may say so myself, they're pretty funny. That same Thanksgiving, my cousin brings home her fiance for the first time to the entire family. But to the entire family. And we are a family who likes to joke around, be very loud, so he's kind of shaky and not really sure what to do. I'm sitting at the dinner table and he's sitting to my right. I had a tick that went like this. Right into his jaw. And he goes, "Oh my God," and we're on the floor laughing. Because it was hilarious. The best story, it even gets to the point where it's not even, it's a little bit controlled, if you will. I was on a program in Israel about sophomore year that summer, and there was a guy, and I gave a speech at the program, an hour speech. It was very good, it went very well, and there was a guy there, 350 pounds, 6'5", built. I mean, this guy was strong, football player built. About a week after the speech, we're sitting down, and he's eating a hamburger. I decided to proceed to walk up to him, snatch the hamburger, take a humongous bite out of it, hand it back to him and say, "I'm sorry, that was a tick," and walk away. He's laughing because he can't do anything about it. Lastly, I just want, it even gets to the point where other people like to make jokes too, but it's all in good humor because they feel comfortable, they're accepted. They feel that they accept me and they feel accepted. My cousin, we were in Denver, and we were walking to a store, and she does the little kick to me, like that. And she says, "I'm sorry, that was Tourette's." I said, "You can't do that, you don't even have Tourette's." Exactly. I could see myself as the weirdo who just can't stop moving and yelling and be self-conscious about it, or I could be the guy who yells,
"Sonar,"
"Ooh, ooh," and make a sonar noise, and that's hilarious. Remember, guys, if you don't remember any of this, remember one thing. We can't hide it. We can't ignore it, but we can own it. Thank you very much.